Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Oh, this looks sharp. Can he get on the end of this? He's onside! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Fernandez. There they go, hunting in packs. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, that's fabulous. Played into the box. Camera gets it away. De Jong concedes a free kick for that. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And he's gone looking for safety. Monaco have it back and can go again. Passing nice and neat. And it's Zakaria. That is lovely.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that is a little undercooked. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rashford. Oh, that's well spotted. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I think it'll be fascinating, Peter, to see what this fella Gavi's been tasked with. Because he's very good at progressing the ball, recycling the ball, distributing the ball. And you'd expect him to be in a box-to-box type role. But I also like his energy, his dynamism, his telling passing. And he adds so much more than that to the side.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Monaco clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was all...
He's having a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Gavi. De Jong. Rafinha. Oh, sweet feet. Kamara. Zakaria.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply. Rafinha. Barcelona couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Kamara. So what can they make of this? Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Teze. Kamara. And it's made its way to him. Minamino. Balogun. And it's Minamino. That is a great pick out. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Rashford shapes to shoot, sticks it away, and there's the goal they've been looking for. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Rafinha providing an outlet on that flank. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Can he get it through?
Pretty robust defending.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And no surprise, that's a booking. Oh, that was no routine save.
Rashford actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Rashford. And here's Rafinha. That's tidy. Chance for a shot! Kamara.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just...
And a chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Well, all I can say is that he did very well to squeeze it in near post. He didn't have much to aim at.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
serán sustituidos
Barcelona
por
find a position
el
of
dorsal
real
7,
strength now.
El dorsal 20. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Pass is just off target. Bernal. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Now he's off and running. Araujo cuts out the pass. Monaco perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And it's Olmo. Dani Olmo carries the ball down the right. Rafinha. They get a throw in. De Jong. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Is there any support? He might not need it. Salisu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? Balde doing full tilt down the left. Balde. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. It's a good run down the right. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. That's very neat. Now it's Ferran Torres. And Sufati. Driving on and making good progress.
Monaco really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
That's an imaginative pass. Dink through. Dani Olmo has it out wide and in space. Zakaria did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's De Jong. Ferran Torres driving forwards. Akliush.
Habrá 2 minutos de
De
descuento.
Jong. De Jong! He scored! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it. Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. He's picked his way through. And that's that. Monaco have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.